Find angles X and Y below. Now, permit me to solve this question on both sides of the diagram. I'd like to start with this first triangle here. That is triangle BDF. Triangle BDF. You agree with me that from triangle BDF, angle X plus Y plus 38, that is angle X plus Y plus 38 is equal to 180, because sum of angles in a triangle sum up to 180 degrees. So from there, you agree with me that X plus Y is equal to 180. When this plus 38 comes to this side, it becomes minus 38. So that X plus Y will be equal to 180 minus 38 will give me 142 degrees. So we now know the value of X plus Y as 142 degrees. Now let's come back to triangle AEF. Triangle AEF, this large triangle now. Now, before we use the large triangle, I want us to look at this BCEF. BCEF, which is inside the triangle. You agree with me that this is a cyclic quadrilateral because the edges are on the circumference of the circle, these edges. So it is a cyclic quadrilateral. And then we should know that the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary, meaning that they sum up to give 180 degrees. When you add the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral, you are going to get 180 degrees. That is the meaning of supplementary, 180 degrees, summing up to give 180 degrees. Now, since the sum of this angle and this angle will give 180 as opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral, then you agree with me that this is X. To get this angle, we are simply going to say 180 minus X. So this angle here will be 180 minus X. That is the value of this angle here. Then now, using this triangle AEF, triangle AEF, you will agree with me that angle Y now, which is one of the angle Y, plus angle 180 minus X, plus angle 180 minus X, then plus the third angle, which is angle 24. So I say plus angle 24. Everything should be equal to 180 because sum of angles in a triangle is 180. So I've added these three angles: angle Y, angle 180 minus X, and angle 24. The three angles in the triangle, and that should sum up to 180 because sum of angles in the triangle is 180 degrees. So that if I leave this 180 on this side, 180, then this 180, I bring it to this side, becomes minus 180. And then this 24 is still on this side, plus 24. And that will be equal to this negative X. If it comes to this side, it becomes positive X. Hope you have seen that. And then this is positive Y. If it crosses to this side, it becomes negative Y. That is minus Y. So that 180 minus 180 is 0. And then 0 plus 24 will give me 24. So 24 is equal to then X minus Y, X minus Y. You agree with me that I can also decide to rewrite this as X minus Y is equal to 24. Don't forget, not that I'm carrying this to this side. What I just simply did is to use the fact. For example, if you have A is equal to B, you can also decide to write it as B is equal to A. So that is what I've simply applied here, that if 24 is equal to x minus y, it also means that x minus y is equal to 24. So that is simply what I just did here. So rewriting it is what I have done. Now I can call this equation 2. And then the first one we obtained there, I can call it equation 1. So this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So I want to solve equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously. So let me use this side now. So equation 1 is saying x plus y is equal to 142. That is equation y. I'm sorry, that is equation 1. You can see it there. Then equation 2, this is equation 2 now. It says x minus y is equal to 24. So solving them simultaneously now, to eliminate x, I can simply subtract. So let me say this upper equation, that is equation 1, minus equation 2. So x minus x will be 0. So that means x has been eliminated. So x minus x is 0. X has been eliminated. And then this one is now y, positive y, minus y. Don't forget, let me write that so that you see it clearly, because this is where students usually make the mistake. This is y. This upper one is positive y, so I can write it as y. Then the subtraction that we are carrying out, don't forget we said equation 2 minus equation 1. Sorry, we are saying equation 1 minus equation 2. That is the upper one, which is equation 1 minus equation 2. Equation 1, and then this is equation 2. So we are saying equation 1 minus equation 2. So this y, positive y, I've written it down. Then the subtraction that we are carrying out, I've written it down. This is the subtraction that we are carrying out. Then this second part, this second one is minus y. So that is why I have y minus y. And so negative multiplied by negative, minus times minus will give us positive. So this minus becomes positive. So I now have y plus y. So this will give me y plus y, and that is equal to 2y. Don't forget this is 0. X minus x is 0. And then it's equal to 142 minus 24. That will give us 118. Then to get the value of y, I can divide both sides by 2. And then also divide this by 2. So that 2 will cancel 2. And then I now have the value of angle y as equal to 118 divided by 2 is going to give me 59. So the value of angle y is 59 degrees. Hope you are seeing that. So we have the value of angle y. Now let me use equation 2 to find the value of x. From equation 2 now, I can simply write x, which is what I'm looking for, minus y, which is 59. So minus 59. Don't forget x minus y. So x minus y, y is 59. And that is equal to 24, because I'm using equation 2, 24. So that x will be equal to, this 24 is already on this side. When this minus 59 comes to this side, it becomes plus 59. And 24 plus 59, that will be equal to 83. So the value of x is 83 degrees. So I can simply conclude by saying that therefore, x is equal to 83 degree and y is equal to 59 degree. And that's the final solution, the final answer to this question. Hope you got it fully. Please don't forget to like, share, and join for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.